Matsuru Igwe. Yeah, so guys, welcome to this episode. Welcome to this episode of Code with Setso. This is episode 8 of what we always do. You know, we go, we build, and then we do the crazy things that no other people are doing online. Yeah, we are the only people that go live, build, and then have fun with it. Yeah. So guys, we are about to get started. We are about to hit on episode 8, right? Episode 8 of our Styles app, and then it's about to get bloody, man. Albert, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so guys, it's about to get bloody, not bloody, just like coding bloody, right? When I say coding bloody, you understand what I mean, right? We are about to spoil there. We are about to spoil there. We are about to get things hot. So get ready. If your PC is off, please put it back on because you are about to see crazy stuff that you normally don't see in your daily coding activities or whatsoever. Yeah. So guys, it is good to have you on board. First things first, don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and also don't forget to drop the follow if you are watching from a different platform, and always be in touch. Yeah, the reason why you have to subscribe is that you get it. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, it's nice having you on board. I hope you are enjoying this episode because it's about to get crazy, and if you are not enjoying it, then please get started. Yeah, so we're about to have fun with it, and everything is set, so let's get to the screen. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the likes. All right, so this episode is gonna be a serious one, right? No laughter, no talks. We're just gonna work back to back and back. So let me frown my face. Let me do my first slide. Just let me frown my face so that nobody will say, "Hey, bro, what's up?" You get what I mean? Yeah. So nobody will say, "Hey, bro, what's up?" Then I'll be the only person coding here. Yeah, so in episode 8, we've done a whole lot of beautiful things, and we were able to complete the homepage. That was in episode 7. Yeah, we were able to complete the homepage, and we are now going to work on notifications, and then maybe other screens, the search screen, right? We are still on the homepage. Yeah, we are going to work on notification, we'll work on the search screen, something like this, and we are going to work on what other stuff, the filters. So think about it. The filters, this is how the filter looks like. Oh, crazy. This is how the filter looks like. Oh, crazy. That means we would have to go back and change some few things, but yeah, before then, let's continue with the other stuff. Yeah, so guys, I haven't even opened the Android Studio. My bad. Yeah, so this we are about to get started. Let's just get the things in place so that we can begin what we always do, the beautiful thing and the sweet things. Okay. Right, so first things first, let's begin start our emulator and then get started so that we would do what we always do, man. Sit down, code, have fun with it, learn, read articles, and say Charlie. Like I for listen to my puppy. Never listen to my uncle and aunties. I blame myself like I for listen to my mommy. I dey kind and be miss be the scoopy. And you now for summer like I found the city. No. Like I forget my master by now. Fly go drop or banner me say Nkatia. there be yembomidua, yebomitade, mother Dr. Pania with the medicine, I mean, for some make we ball. Almost be because so then they sell them for store. Pharmacy they wanna schooling back every wall. Or see Fabaku and Yawushi, Miss Wu ye sure. Maybe some say what be the name, almost say tramadol, trama what? Almost say, oh, it just make like Panadol. Yeah, it's guys. I can rap, man. I can rap, guys. Apart from this work, apart from my life at work, I also have a different life in the house, which is music. I love music. I love art, and I also love sometimes crazy things. You know, you can't be a serious person all the time. You don't want to be that guy that says, okay, I'm mature all the time. No, sometimes you just have to, you know, be yourself. Feel like a human. You know, feel like a human. Do things that you feel like doing. Stop holding yourself and be like, I'm an adult, so I don't have to smile too much. I don't have cry. It looks so nice when you're smiling. Is that my machine? My fan is trying to make some crazy noise because I've started the emulator. That's new, man. Oh, beautiful Flutter. Yeah, Flutter is always there, guys. Yeah, so let me get started and let's get moving. Log in and type code with Setso at gmail.com. And then this should be password. Then log in. After the log in, we have this. We can filter between this, and then we can also add a product to the saved product, right? But currently we have no saved screen, so this is how it basically looks like. Yeah, so now let me confirm something from the search screen. Search screen should be in the desktop too, so let's have this. Now what do we have when we are on the search screen? Where's the search screen? Where's the search screen? Okay, this is the search and filters. So when we click on this, we will be taken to the search screen, and on the search screen, okay, I get it. Yeah, so let's move on and finish up with notifications, so that after notifications, then we can do the other stuff. So a click on this button takes us to the notification screen. Now on the notification screen, we have some crazy things here, right? We have some crazy things on this notification screen, how the thing looks like, how it's being arranged. I have to take a second look at the UI to actually understand the in and out of everything. So this is like the day, the categorization, right? This is like notifications for today. And let's say this is it. So after today's notification, we go to the next one. So this thing is crazy, man. Yeah, but you know, we always build it, we always set it up, we always do the crazy things that other people use AI for. And I know a lot of people hate the fact that we just come here and then we code from our head, we think and code, and yet they have to use AI to actually achieve what we are achieving. And I don't know, it's beautiful no matter how you do it. At the end of the day, are you getting the result that you want? If you get the result, then that's cool. If you don't get it, then you try other means. But some people hate it when they see you code without using assistance from the agents and the rest. Like, bro, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's sometimes I just try to explain to people and I feel like, why am I even talking too much? It's not that deep, bro. It's like you are going to US, I am going to US. You want to go by maybe flight, and then I want to go by road, right? I want to go by sea. We all know that a flight will get there faster, and that is the use of the agents. The agent will make you get there faster. But I feel like, oh, you know what? Before I get to US, I want to be on the road, right? I want to pass through other countries. I want to see other things. I want to learn new things before I arrive at US. So I decide to go by road. At the end of the day, even if it takes 2 years, I'm still going to be at US, just like you that use maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes. And it's not that deep, bro. Just that I'm going to learn a lot of things, right? I'm going to learn a lot of things before you, I'm going to learn a lot of things that you might not get to see because you move by flight. And that's basically how this works. I code, I read, I do a lot of stuff before I implement. So I learn a lot of other stuff. You give it to AI and it does it directly for you. So you just get your results. You don't learn everything by trying and failing and trying and failing. And it's not that deep. Is that and Flutter the same place? That is the underlining language, and Flutter is an SDK built on top of that. Yeah, so Flutter is the SDK. It's like a framework, right? It's not a framework, it's an SDK, a software development kit that was built on top of that. So that translates Flutter code, right? Flutter code, or it opens APIs that Flutter uses to communicate with underlying systems or underlying OS, operating systems. Yeah, so they are not the same. Let's say that is like the grandfather and Flutter is like the daughter, the grandchild. Yeah, so Flutter is an SDK and that is a programming language. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so guys, enough of the talk. Now let's build something beautiful. Yeah, so single child scroll view, and then I'm gonna have child, and this child is gonna be a column, right? Let's start with this, and the column has children. So let's go back here and take a look at this. So we are gonna build only this. Yeah, we will build this, and then we will build this. After that, then we will see what we will do. But the first thing we have here is this underline. The first thing we have here is this underline, which is making me think twice if I should do it using the up bar or I should do it using something else. That's what I'm thinking. But I think the best way I can achieve that is wrap single child scroll view inside of a container. Should it be a container? No. Single child scroll view inside of a column, right? So we're gonna have it this way, and then the first child is gonna be a divider, right? So the first child can be a constant divider like this. Yeah, guys, now anytime I feel like coding, right, anytime I want to start coding, my eyes automatically become blurry. I don't know what the heck is going on with me. But that's what I experience anytime I want to start coding. Like, bro, why is it so? Why is it that way? Why is it that way? Yeah, so to get the spacing experience, we can either wrap this whole thing inside of a padding, or we can just wrap this one, which is this, inside of a padding. So we are going to have a symmetric padding, and then a horizontal padding will be a 16.0 thin. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so now we have this for the notifications, and then we should be done. So we have this. All we can do is to pick the color and give that to this particular divider. So we can have the divider as app colors, the ones we've defined. Yeah. I'm just done with my Python and I'm going to SQL, then Java. But don't worry, you'll get there. Just keep building, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. But one thing, make sure you master one. Right? make sure you master one, and then the knowledge from mastering one would help you understand other languages easily, right? So if you are starting programming, if you are starting software engineering, you'll be overwhelmed with a lot of languages in the system, right? A lot of friends will tell you, your friend will come and be like, Charlie, last week I was building in Java, now I've started with Python. Another friend will come and say, yeah, last time I was building with C#, now I've started with Java. You that is based on a single language, maybe from day one you've only been building in Java, you feel like you are being left behind because your friends are doing a lot of languages. Bro, don't follow that trend, right? Just make sure you are good at one. It is the same syntax, all right, the same idea. It is the same idea across every language, maybe just a change of syntax. So what you want to achieve is to understand very well the concepts that comes with programming, and then it becomes so easy for you to move from one language to the other, right? You wouldn't even need like 2 weeks to master a new language or to understand a new language, because the idea is the same. If else in Java is if else in Python, is if else in C#, is if else everywhere. If, switch, all those languages are the same, those syntaxes, right? Those concepts, they are the same everywhere. But the understanding is what matters. So if you are new to this, make sure you understand one, and then it's easy for you to move to other ones. Yeah, you are very much welcome. And guys, thank you all for the follow. Please, my YouTube channel, yeah, I have less than 400 subscribers, and if you are watching, don't forget to go in there and drop a support, so that anytime I go live, you'll be the first to receive the notification. Subscribe. Yeah, so guys, enough of the fatherly advice. Now let's get back to business, right? We have all those things, and then we'd have to use a single child scroll view, but because we need a scrolling effect, we would have to, no, I want to do that, but I wouldn't do it now. Let me show you what I want to do. So I want to be able to scroll the elements, all right, on the screen. And so I am generating like 45 items, and then in here I'm gonna have my index of each item, and I'll be returning a text, right? So I'll just return a text which would have maybe hello world, yeah, which will have a text like this, hello world. If I should rerun this, you are gonna have an error that will say bottom overflow. Although we are using a single child scroll view, we are still getting an error that says a bottom overflow. That is because we've wrapped this single child scroll view in a column widget, and that column widget is preventing it from scrolling. So what we have to do is to make sure that we give the single child scroll view enough space, right? Enough space on the screen so that it will be easy to get a scrolling functionality. And that is what we are doing. So to be able to scroll these children on the screen, we will wrap our single child scroll view inside of an expanded widget. So rerun, and then we can now scroll it. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, so now we can scroll and move up and down. Yeah, that is that. And inside of the app bar, we can also change the background color, right? The background color when we scroll. But let me see if that is here. System overlay UI blah blah blah. Do we even need what I'm trying to do? Is it the foreground color, shadow color? Python, SQL, GitHub, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, background, Python. How is my roadmap? If you need a roadmap, right? Roadmap, then visit this website, which is roadmap.sh, right? In there you have all the skills that you want to learn. Just select the skill that you want to learn, right? And then you will get an extensive roadmap under it, right? So if you want to be a back-end developer, or if you want to be a front-end developer, you want to do data analytics and all those things, visit roadmap.sh. You'll see a whole list of roadmaps, and that should give you extensive resources and the steps to follow in achieving that. Yeah. So guys, now we can scroll our elements. The next thing we want to do is to add these items, right? So we can go in here, and then inside of this column, we can have our children, which will be this, and then we can have we would have app text, right? Dot, I think that should be semi-bold of 16. I'm just guessing, yeah. So let's see, this is semi-bold of 16, yeah. So that is it. Then this becomes, let's say, today. So today notifications, we're gonna have this like this, because it's in a column. We can put cross axis to start, but this will not affect it. So we would have to go in here and put cross axis alignment to start like this, yeah. Then we have this. Are you using Mac or Windows? Freddy, yeah, Freddy, this I'm using Mac. I am using Mac. Yeah, so symmetric, horizontal, and that's going to be 16, yeah. Horizontal will be 16, yeah. So from here we can now move on and do some few stuff. The spacing is 20, so we can have a spacing here which is a constant. No, let's not add it there yet. So this spacing is going to be like this, constant sized box, yeah, with a height of was it 16 or 20? I think 20, yeah, with a height of this. Yeah guys, tonight my battery is like 30%, so I'm not talking much. If my system comes up, you guys are gonna run. What coding language is that? Yeah, this is Dart. Yeah, thank you very much, Freddy, for the light. Yeah, so guys, we are gonna build this, and if you've been following my episodes, if you've been following my channel, you've been seeing me code from day one, you would have already known that this element here only needs one widget, and that widget is a list view. Oh, it's not a, oh my god, ListTile, right? That widget is a ListTile widget, and this is going to be our leading item. This will be the title, the subtitle, then we are done. So that's what we can use to achieve this, right? And let me take you through it. So we are going to have a ListTile. First, let's check the spacing between these two items. So this and this has a spacing of 16. How did you start learning coding? Yeah, so I wrote my first C++ program in my first year. All right, I wrote my first C++ program in my first year in the university, yeah. The university here in Ghana. And then after that, I started doing, I fell in love with it because I built something, just writing codes that some people could not understand, right? So my friends could not understand what I was doing, and I was feeling like Merlin, like, yeah, my friends does not understand what I'm doing, like this is the best thing, yeah. So yeah, I used that to learn more and then to build more things. So I started coding somewhere 2021, and then I moved on to exploring other programming languages. I wanted to build my own mobile app, so I started with Java, yeah. So I started with Java, and then I was working with this one, the Android Studio. I was building small Java apps using XML for the UI, and then it was all crazy but beautiful, right? It was all crazy but beautiful. And then from there I started doing other stuff. and it became a lifestyle. So every day when you see me, I'm just writing code. When you see me, I'm in a classroom building something that's not going anywhere. Something that's not going anywhere. I was just building things and doing stuff on my own until it became a lifestyle, and then I got a job, and the job requires me to become a backend developer. So I was doing backend development using Java. Yeah, I was doing backend development using Java. Then from there, after that job, I moved to another job, and then that job requires me to do everything. So I moved back to building my mobile app. I'll start with C++ too. Any tips, apps channel to start learning? You know what? Send me a DM, right? Send me a DM. I started with C++ because I was in school, and then I had to be taught, and our first subject was C++. Yeah, and our first subject was C++. So that was me. But right now, if someone wants to learn programming, I would want to understand your end goal. I would want to understand what exactly you want to achieve at the end of the day, and then I'll direct you on what to do and what not to do. So just send me a DM, and then yeah, we'll see. Special promotion only valid today. Apart from that, I also offer programs, right? Code Setso in-person programs where I take you through this, right? I teach you everything you need to know about this software engineering stuff. And if you want to learn mobile app, I take you through that, right? I'll take you through the mobile app development and a whole lot of things, but it comes at a cost. For those ones, they are not free. When you want me to teach you in person, handle you well, it always comes at a cost. So yeah, just note that one too. Son of Jacob, thank you for the likes. And guys, thank you very much for the follows. Yeah, I really appreciate them. Don't forget to subscribe if you are watching on YouTube right now. Yeah, so this we have the special discount. That's I just have to use this icon. I want to use this icon, so let me pick it from here and then make use of it inside of the app. I'm not going to use it like this. Yeah, I'll prefer using it this way. All right, I've sent all in messages, and I'm gonna reply all of them, guys. This thing is transparent. I don't use it, right? I don't want to use it because at the end of the day, we're just gonna look some way. I think I have to find a different tag. Do we have any other tag apart from this one? Let me look for something like a tag and see if we have a material tag. Material does not have one, right? So we have to go with the Cupertino one. We'd have to go with the Cupertino one. So tag, and then let me just go with the one I have, or maybe I should pick a different one. You just pick this one. Just pick that one, and then we have color. And then we have other things that we can supply. I want to watch your live, but I don't understand anything. Don't worry, if it is something that you want to learn, then you don't have to understand it. You just have to watch it and tell your mind that, hey, this is what I want to do now. Yeah, so understanding it is like you trying to do too much because you are new to it. Your mind has no idea what it is saying. And this is where you have to first program your mind before you program the machine. Yeah, you have to program your mind before you start programming apps. So Yeah, if you don't understand, don't worry, we've all been there before. I've been there before. There was a time where you feel like, bro, this thing is crazy, I can't do anymore. But Charlie, you always do it. Yeah. So yeah, you can also check out the YouTube channel. All you have to do is to be in touch. Then that's all. That's not. I asked for a WhatsApp contact. Wicked boy, have you not seen it? I thought I sent that. I thought I sent that long ago. Check your DM. A lot of people will text me. When I reply them, they don't reply anymore. Like, bro, a lot of people will text, I'll reply them, and they'll never get back. Are you self-taught or you were taught in everything in school? Huh. I was taught, I was introduced to programming. Yeah, I was introduced to programming in school. I was introduced to programming when I went to school, and in the university, nobody have your time to put you down and tell you that this and this and this is what you get. So at the end of the day, you are self-taught, although you went to school. What course did you do? Yeah, I did ICT and top it up with software engineering. Yeah, so build notification tile, right? So build notification tile like this. And then we are going to return something beautiful, which will be, I think it will be this, right? Yeah, we are going to return this lister. ICT course at uni. Yeah, I did ICT. So we'll call the build notification. I just checked, but I ain't seen nothing. Oh really? All right, then I'll resend it. All right, I'll resend it. Yeah. Oh, which uni? Yeah, I went to university, Takrady Technical University. Yeah. So wicked boy, I'm gonna send it. All right. Sorry for that. I'll resend it. All right. I'll resend it. Yep, so we will have icon data as icon, and then we are gonna have title, right? So required string. If you've been watching this episode from day one, then you should already know what I am doing here. And if you don't know what I'm doing here, then that means you jumped the rest of the episodes. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm doing here, then it means you jumped the rest of the episodes. So please go back to the rest of the episodes and check them out before this one. Alright, and as you are checking it out, don't forget to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, I'll drop a new episode and then you wouldn't know. You get that? Yeah. So please do the do and let's be on the same page. So this is gonna take the icon that we want to send. Yeah, so come in here, we'll just call the icon, and then in here we'll call the title, and then subtitle like this. Subtitle is the special offer blah 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 that we have. So special offer, oh no, special promotion, only valid today. A special promotion like what is coming up for I don't know why a lot of people are talking about it though, like that KFC promotion. I don't know why a lot of people are talking about it. Like, it ain't that deep, bro. Yeah, so for the icon, we are going to use the tag icon. Yeah, so run that, and then we have our first child. And after that first child, we can have this divider, right? And after this divider, we can have this. Oh no. Yeah, after this divider, we can have a child like yeah, after this divider, we can have a child like this build again, but we are not gonna do that. Let me first use this build as the next child. All right, let me first use this build as the next child down here, and I'm gonna change the tags and the text right now. So this one is like wallet, right? So let's call wallet. Wallet. Yeah, so let's assume that the wallet is this thing. Yeah, let's assume that, no, let me use outlined. Yeah, let's assume this is the wallet, and then in this wallet, what we have, top up e-wallet successfully, which is this text. All right, top up e-wallet successfully, and then we are gonna have you have top up your e-wallet, right? So let's say we have something like this, which says top up your electronic wallet successfully, like this. And then down here we'll say you have top up your e-wallet. Okay. Then the subtext will say you have top up your e-wallet. This. Oh guys, I want my energy. Oh, I don't have this here. Okay, so we have this, and then the next thing we want to do now is this line, right? So if we have more than a single element, inside of one field, then we are going to have this underline, right? We are going to have this underline, and having this underline is crazy, because now we would have to do some few things which I think we've done before. So I just have to take you back here in the subtitle section so that we can do some a few crazy stuff, right? So let's assume that the subtitle will be wrapped in a column like this. Rerun this, and everything looks okay. So we'll wrap this inside of we'll move it to the start like this. So rerun that, and we have that. So after this column, we have like a divider, which would be looking like this, right? We have a divider which will be looking like this, but the divider is going to have some height, right? But what we would also do is that we will need a field to determine whether we would show the divider or not. Yeah, so we would have a field like bool. Yeah, we'll have bool that says show divider, and then this will be false by default. So by default, show divider is false, right? And because of that, what we will do is that if show divider, right, if show divider is true, then we would be showing this like this. Yeah, so if show divider is true, then we will be showing this divider. We can go this way as well, and then it will work. Yeah, so if show divider is true, then we do this, else we do nothing. So rerun, and we'll have everything as at false, right? So now bringing this up, when we have show divider as true, then this particular one should have the divider like this. You get it. If you don't get it, rewatch the video and then you would get it. Yeah, so now we can call our app colors dot primary 100 like this. Yeah, so now this is looking good and this is looking sweet. So the next thing we have to do is to build another one, right? Is to build another version of this, and then if we do it this way, we are gonna have it this way. Yeah, if we do it this way, we are gonna have it this way. And guys, you can already see what we are doing. So now we have each element. We have each element, and below every element we are gonna have the tag, right? We are going to have the tag which is showing the day that this particular notification has been received. Then after that tag, then we can show the next one, and then it continues. So what we can do, right, what we can do after this is to create the yesterday one, right? And that yesterday one, creating the yesterday one is crazy, but yeah, we can do it, right? Creating the yesterday one, I think, was it before the divider or after the divider? I think it's after it, right? So let's go down. Yeah, so what we can do is pick this app text, drop it here, and call this yesterday. So assuming we receive yesterday's notification, it's going to look like this. Slime, thank you for the follow. Yeah, and then the spacing follows as well. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate all of them, although I am a little bit exhausted. I'm still trying my best to do something before I leave, because yo, that's what we do, man. You don't get tired, man. You never get tired. You don't have to get tired. You always have to be up, gidigba. You know what I mean? So guys, thank you very much for the likes. Yeah, so what we are gonna do here is to, let's see, so we have this yesterday, and the spacing from yesterday and this should be separated by a constant sized box of 16. Yeah, a constant size box of 16 ps height, right? Vertical spacing like this. So this is what the UI is telling us to do. This is what it is telling us to do. So now we have these two, but one thing I am saying which does not look so cool to me is the spacing between this and this. It's not so even, right? It's not even. So what can we do here? It's supposed to be even. So if it is not even and this spacing is also 0, then I think we are missing something crazy, right? How much is your hosting and domain name? Hosting and domain name, I haven't hosted anything. So yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, but if you want to host your stuff, it depends on what you want to host, right? It depends on what you want to host, and we have platforms in there. You can try out GoDaddy, and you can try out Render, right? You can try out Render as well. If you want to host, you can even host on Firebase. You can host a static website on Firebase. So yeah, there are a lot of options. It depends on what you want or what you are looking for. Yeah, so container color, and then we use red like this. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, right? There's a little bit of padding below the element, which I don't want. Hi, Coda Food, it's good to have you back on board. I see you. Welcome back on board. Yeah, so I'm thinking, guys, this divider, we actually have to find a way to, bro, you couldn't by hand in 2026. Yeah, because my hands are working, so my hands are working, so yeah, I still code by hand in 2026. It's crazy, is it? Nah, it's not supposed to be crazy, you know. Yeah, so I have that, and then let me see. We have the height, we have the indent, and we have the thickness, and all those blah blah blah. Phew, guys, I have to drink 10 bottles of water. Yeah, so list style, the content padding is 0, as we can see, but something is still causing a little bit of spacing among the elements, and I don't like it. I don't like it. If you check this, right, there is still a spacing, right, vertical spacing among this stuff. If I should take off this divider and rerun this, we are still gonna have some spacing in here, which I wasn't looking for, but yeah, I have it. Whom am I? Whom am I? To achieve exactly what I'm looking for, then that means we would have to wrap this children, right? We would have to wrap this element inside of a container. So let's say we have this container and we have decoration, box decoration, and then we have a border, right? Let's say we have border, and then let's say border.o, right? And then the spacing is okay. Yeah, the spacing is okay, but what I need is this, right? So if you check this, we need an even spacing between this and this, but because the list style comes with its own internal spacing, and I'm still using a divider to achieve that, it is causing an issue where the bottom spacing becomes bigger than the one on top, right? So if I should take off this background color, I believe, oh, this is gonna go off, right? This is gonna go off, so you might not see what I'm trying to talk about. So I'll just handle that right now, and that should work, right? So yeah, how do you pronounce your name? Yeah, Setso. The name is Setso. The name is Setso. Oh, guys. Yeah, so the name is Setso, and in Shwana it means tribe. Really? Oh, guys, my name means a tribe. Tribe. Chwana. Chwana. Okay. Yeah, in my language, it means the full form for Sechofia, the full name, right, is Sechofia. In my language, the full name is Sechofia. The full name is Sechofia, but I made it Setso so that everybody can pronounce it. Border from, I think I want to use border, right? So, let's use this border. Yeah, and then bottom, Tucci. Hey. Guys, I'm seriously not getting most of the names, right? Yeah, so keep doing your thing, but in real life, use AI. Source code is becoming obsolete like assembly. All right, thank you for the advice, sir. Thank you. Yeah, so in here, I'm gonna do something like padding. Since we already have that on top, I'm gonna do padding. So the name Setso is basically talking about the full form. It's basically saying that before I was born, life has already set up its rules, or it has already set up the path for me. So it's just saying that your path has already been set, or whatever you are going to become in life has already been decided. Yeah, so that is what my name is about. That's what it means. Yeah. So it's basically saying that, hey, with this coding you are doing here, it has been decided years ago. It's just that you are new to it, so keep pushing, man. Yeah, so I want to get this even spacing. So now the spacing is even, yeah? Oh, okay, thanks for the enlightenment. Yeah. And thanks to you too for letting me know what my name means. I wouldn't have known that it meant something. Yeah, so in a different language, by the way. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do is that what I can do here now is if I would love to generate a new leading, right, a new leading only to handle this bottom padding, or I would have to find a different way of doing it myself. So okay, what I'm gonna do is that I would have this on its own, right, and then I would do something like show. I would use the show border, show divider. Yeah, so I'll use the show divider to determine what I would display. So if I'm showing the divider, then use this, else just use this. If I'm showing the divider, then use that, else just use the app text like this. Like this. Yeah, so now this should do the magic. Yeah, guys, Mazi, thanks very much for the follow. Yeah, so guys, now our divider should be hidden from where it's not needed, and now we have it looking like this. So the spacing becomes even, like we have here, but something is still off, right? Something is still off. Ugh. Can you guys see what is off? Is something off? Okay, I don't think anything is off. Yeah, I thought this and this line was aligned, but yeah, as, I can just see that it's not they are not aligned. So okay, yeah, now we're good. Yeah, we are on a good route, a good path. Yeah, so in here now what we are going to do is just change our, hey Setso, I'm new here, what are you working on? Yeah, so I'm working on a mobile app, right? Let me say we are working on a mobile app, and this is the entire flow. All right, this is entirely what we are working on, and it's basically as you can see, an e-commerce app for any clothing brand, right? We are building it to learn, we are building it to revise, we are building it to understand what goes behind the scene, right, of many applications and softwares. So this is what we are doing, just building this e-commerce, right, e-commerce app for maybe a clothing brand or whatsoever, and then learning from it. So that is all, and we put it in episodes, so you can see other episodes inside of my YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel, so you can have other episodes in here. And apart from that, I also work on other applications as well. So in the YouTube channel, you have about 130 plus videos that are just building applications, learning something new, having discussions with other developers, and yeah, all that. It's all about learning. It's all about learning. Yeah. Thank you guys for the follows. So let's see, this one has the wallet and this has the map icon, right? So maybe in here we are talking about the map icon, and I can have this as the map, but that will not give it to me. So location like this. Yeah, so having this, I think there are some few things that we would have to do. Zeus, thank you for the full lightning. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, then from there we can move on to having other ones as well, which is going to be credit card connected, account set up successfully. We can also have those categories, all right, for dates and other stuff. Yeah, so let me build that as well. Then from there we can also decide a better way of showing all this, of displaying it. Yeah, a better way of displaying it. Yeah, so this is like the first items. We have the second item, and because we want to, I want us to categorize all this, right? So Under this we can have something like column, and then children, then we drop this in here so that it will be at the same at one place. And these two having this, okay, this one can still remain here. Yeah, so what we are just going to do is to copy this thing, copy this widgets, and then have them here. If we run, we would have something similar, but now you can see that we have a lot more of stuff to do, which is one, to add the constant divider. Yeah, and this divider is going to have a color of our app colors dot primary 100 like this. Yeah, so now that is what we have, and then what we can do is to take this off so that the other divider will not be showing. Then we would have something like this. Yeah, so yeah, you can see what we have now like that. Okay, then in here we are going to have this credit card and also account setup, but new service available. Now you can track order in real time. That is what we have here. So it says new service available. Hey, is that how you spell available? Yeah, so new service new service available. Now you can check track order in real time. So it says now you can track your order, right, in real time. Frango. Yeah, so it says now you can track your order in real time. Then we are going to go to the next section, which is basically going to be the credit card section. Let's say assuming the date is June 7th 2026, right? So assuming the date is June 7th 2026, and then we have this down here, which the icon is like a credit card. So let's say credit. Yeah, so let's say this is the icon, and then it says what? Credit card connected, credit card has been linked, right? So have something like credit card connected, and then credit card has been linked, has been linked like this. Yeah, so now we have something like this, and then the next thing is going to be the account. So account setup successfully, your account has been created. Sometimes I just wish I can forward myself, right? Sometimes I just wish I can forward myself so that all this will already been handled, then we can just focus on other stuff. Yeah, so account setup successful, and you can I think it's account setup successfully, right? So account set up successfully, and then the subheading says for Jacob, thank you very much for the follow. Your account has been created. Yeah, so guys, thank you for all tuning up and being up to date with what we've been building so far. Boza. Yeah, this is gonna go off, and then we would have something like this. Yeah, so this is basically what our screen, right? This is basically what our UI is gonna look like, or it's supposed to look like, if we go according to what we have here. Yeah, so this is what we have for the notifications, and this is what we have for the implementation. So now if you come here, you can filter between the stuff, and also navigate to the notification screen, and then you have a list of all these notifications. How is it going? Guys, my eyes are closing. My eyes are closing, and it's crazy because we haven't done even up to an hour and my eyes are already closing. Guys, bring out a gist, right? Bring out a topic and let's gist. You people are not gisting. That's the problem. You guys should bring out a topic and let's gist. Do you know the topic that always brings the gist is vibe coding versus hand coding? That is where we always fight at. Be like, bro, why would you want to say that hand coding is better than vibe coding? And then we'll be like, why would you want to say that vibe coding is better than hand coding? Yeah, those are the gist that we normally fight over, and it makes the build process very, very interactive. Yeah, so having notifications, what else can we work on? Yeah, so if you are building a notification screen, this is basically how it's going to look like. For the categorization, we would need to add time, right? We'll need to add like local date time. We will need to do some few manipulations and stuff to actually do the categorization. So we'll basically check the time, right? We'll set a range that will check for the items, the notification that appear today. We will write another one that will check for notifications that are here yesterday, and then notifications that appeared in other dates. All right, and we can have all that. Yeah, but that would take us a lot of time. Yeah, that would take us a lot of time to finish, because yeah, it's gonna take a lot of time. So for UI wise, this is how it's going to look like. You just have to build a single widget that you can call multiple times, give it arguments that match what you are looking for. Thank you for streaming the black box on both right and left screen display panel. Maybe just only me. Yeah, it's on the both sections, and that is because my PC, right? That is because my PC's dimension, I'm using a 14-inch PC, and that dimension, I think it's 16 by, is it 16 by 9 or 9 by 16 or something? Yeah, so that's why it's like mine is not fully, but yeah, I think this is good enough, and it's okay enough for us to go with. So official Kim, thank you. Yeah, so guys, we are done with this notification. The next thing we have to do is also build the screen when there is no notification, right? Guys, thank you very, very much for the follow. Yeah, so we also have to build a screen where there might be no notification. So in a situation where there is no notification, what are we going to do? Yeah, the camera. Yeah, in a situation where there's no notification, then we would have to show something like this, right? Bing, 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 you have no notifications, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so to do that, we would basically have to take off all this, right? All these elements from the body, like this. What programming language do you know? The languages that I know: C#, Java, C++, Kotlin, Dart, Python, TypeScript, a little bit of JavaScript. HTML, CSS are not languages, but yeah, HTML, CSS, and then we also have this one, PHP. Yeah, PHP is there, and then which other one do we have? The last one for database is SQL. Yeah, SQL. Yeah, but currently I'm web, Angular, and Spring Boot, and that. Yeah, those are the 3 stacks that I'm always active on. Hi brother, it's Black African Aiden. Hi. Java falls with damn, I only know Python and C# in my second year university. You know TypeScript and JavaScript a little bit. Yes, a little bit. Yeah guys, so it's that's why I've been saying that just master one, and then it's easy to just to upskill in other ones. Yeah, Black Africa, you've been gone for so long. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. But you're late, so I can't tell you all about it, man. You have to go back and watch the other videos in the YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah, so let's code now. Yeah, let's get back to the code. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys have checked out the YouTube channel, because if you are not there, you might not see me again, and I might not see you again, and it's gonna be crazy because we have to do this every day. I do this every day, but you have to be here all the time, most of the time. So yeah, let's build this. So we are going to build a widget, right? A widget to show notifications, and then we will build a widget that would also show the empty state notification labels, right? Placeholder or something like that. Megatronics, thanks very much for the follow. Yeah, so we are going to build notifications notifications. Let me just call this, because what the guys, I can't break my head, right? I can't break my head. To build notifications, and then we are going to return this like this. Yeah, so now when we call build notifications, build notifications, we are going to have something like this, and this is it. Yeah, if we call build notifications, and if we should call center and call a child, which is going to be a text, right? So child, which is going to be a text, and the text is going to be hello world. Yeah, hello my people. Yeah, so if we have this, then we are going to have something like this, and in having this, we would use this to replace this. Yeah, so the first thing we are going to do is wrap this inside of a column, in a column, and the children. Then we are going to have the first child as text, text 1, and then 1 2 3. All right, so this is going to be icon, title, and subtitle, right? So let's have this as icon, have this as title, and have this as subtitle. Yeah, so if we rerun, we are going to have this. Thank you guys for the follow, and to have them in the center, we will do main axis alignment to center, and it will be like this. Yeah, so we have this. Or what we can do is that we will wrap this column inside of let me see if intrinsic height would work. So let's use intrinsic height, and then yeah, that will also work. If you have no idea what the intrinsic height does, what the intrinsic height does is to make the total, or the max length of a widget be according to the size or the max elements inside of that widget. So we are basically saying that in CSS, if you want to make a widget to take to make its width, right, the size of its child, then you can set maybe div blah blah blah, div container max width, then you say fits content or max content or stuff like that. Yeah, so that's basically what intrinsic height is doing. So instead of having the column take off the whole, or the available spaces on the screen, we are making it take only the spaces that is being occupied by its children. Setso, can you teach us PHP after we finish our final episode of our app and its framework, Laravel? Yeah, so we have about two more playlists. We have about two more playlists to go before we move to another language and framework. In this playlist, we are doing more than we've done in the previous playlist. So in the previous playlist, we just build UIs, right? In this one, we are adding something like state management. We are doing things like field validation and all that. The next playlist is going to be connected to a backend, right? So a backend, let's say we are going to have a cloud service like Firebase, right? So we are going to have a cloud service like either Firebase, Render, or Supabase. One of this, right? We are going to have those things. Either we will build our own backend, or we just connect it and then directly to those systems. Then do it from the app. Yeah, and then after that, the last episode, we are going to build a little app, and then I'll take you through how you can host it. Yeah, so we have 2 more episodes, 2 more series to go before we move to another language. We have the Jetpack framework with Kotlin that would look at. We have other languages that we'll look at as well. So PHP is likely going to be part, but it's not close. Yeah, there are other ones that would come before PHP. So guys, yeah, a lot of things are going to happen, but maybe not now, but surely. Yes, guys, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so if we take our first child, now everything is clear. We can see the spacing between these two, which is 24, and then we can see the spacing between these two, which is 12, right? So what we will do is to have this, right? We can have only the middle item in padding, and the padding we will do this only. So only the top padding is going to be 24, and then the bottom pattern is going to be 12.0, like this. So when we rerun, we will now have our elements looking like this. So after that, you haven't gotten any notifications yet. That's going to be our text, right? So let's call our app text dot semi-bold, and then the text will say you have not, right? You haven't gotten any notifications yet. Yeah, so this is what it says, and then let's see, it's semi-bold of 20, right? So we are gonna set the font size at 20.0. Yeah, so this should be our font size. When we run, we'll be having something like this, and all we have to do is to break the line. Yeah, we can break the line, and it will be like you haven't gotten any notifications yet. Then we can set the alignment to center. So now we should have something like this. Great. Yeah, then the next thing we can do is I think the height, right? The height, the text height, the line height is 12. I think that's okay. That should be okay here. But let's see what the height is going to be like if we should have it at 0.8. 12, and that's crazy. Yeah, 2.9, I think. Let me see. Yeah, so let's use the normal height, and that should be okay. Yeah, which is this. Yeah, so what we can get, I think we can still bring it back though. Why not use 95? Too close. 98. Nah, guys, we don't need that. Yeah, so the next one is we'll alert you when something cool happens, right? So we are basically going to copy this text and then replace it with what we have here, right? And then and then it will say that we'll alert you when something cool happens, right? Okay, the U. Change it to U. Yeah. I just saw it, I was like, hey, what are we doing? Yeah, so we'll alert you when something cool happens, right? When something cool happens. Yeah, so we'll alert you when something cool happens, right? So we're gonna break the line here. Yeah, so yeah, we'll alert you when something cool happens, and this is gonna be a regular with the color. I'm sure this is like the 500, and then the regular 16. So color is gonna be 500. Text aligned. Color, it's app colors dot 500, like this. Yeah, so we'll alert you when something cool happens. Yeah, great. And then after that, we can just download this icon, right? We can just pick this icon, then we go with it, have fun with it, bro. Yeah, to download it in its largest format, 4x, and pick it, the bell what? Bell duotone, Duolingo. Yeah, so here inside of icons, we will just drop this and call it bell duotone icon. Yeah, so that should work. That daddy no is here. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for the likes, and for everybody that followed me, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the happiest day of my life. Yeah, so string, we're gonna say bell duotone icon. Yeah, and this is gonna be like this, then we should be done. Oh, icon, man, what is wrong with my fingers? My eyes are blurry. My eyes are blurry, so yeah, you can understand, man. Duotone. What's the name, by the way? Okay. Yeah, so when we come here, we're gonna need that icon, and to achieve that, we will just call the image.assets, right? And then we will specify our app assets dot vibe coding. No, we don't vibe code here. We don't vibe code here. Over here, fingers. You love what you see? Yeah, so the size is I think 64, and that seems to be very big, but let's see. Height as 64. You love what you see? Yeah, so this is what it says, and this is what it gives us as the final product. Guys, is this in the center? I feel like it's not in the center. It's in the center, yeah, but I just feel like it's not in the center. I don't understand. Like, I feel like it should have gone a little bit higher, but the app says this is the center of it. So if I take off a bar, yeah, this seems to be the actual center. This is like the center that it has to be. But the app bar is kind of pushing it downwards, which is some way. The app bar is kind of pushing it downwards, and that is making it go all the way to the bottom. So what we can do, filler, thank you very much for the photo. I get fillers for you, man, fillers. Yeah, so what we can do to make it move a little bit higher. Yeah, to make it move a little bit higher, we can just wrap it in a pattern, and then we put a pattern at the bottom, and then make it go a little bit higher. So instead of all, we are going to do only bottom, and then let's give it something like 40. So that should push it up. Even 40 is not enough, man. Give it 80, man. Yeah, so it looks like it's almost in the center, but let's check the spacing between this and this. It's like 214. Can we take all of them? Yeah, so 120, which is 43. Yeah, so now I think we can go with this. Yeah, so this is when we have no notifications, right? This is when there is no notifications. And then the other one is when we have notifications. So we can also put this inside of a widget, and then we can call it here. Let's do this widget and say build. All right, build empty notifications. Build no notifications widget. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write a stateless class to show those things, right? So So now that we have this, Omega, thank you very much for the follow. So now that we have this elements, I want us to do something sweet, which is inside of home, right? We have this in notifications, right? So we are going to create widgets, and then in that widgets, so rare people with no AI. Yeah, bro. Lonely, we are so lonely. We have nobody to call our own. Yeah, so we are going to create widgets, right? And then the first widget we'll create is no notifications widget. So empty notifications widget. Let's say, yeah, so let's say no notifications widgets. Yeah, let's call this no notifications widgets. No notifications widget from software engineer to singer. And I rap too, bro. I rap, man. I rap. Someone can give me a beat and I'll give you some crazy freestyle, man. Yeah. Patwa. Well, it's some man to a woman and me lover you are going. It's okay. I don't want to overdo it, man. I don't want to overdo it, so it's okay. Yeah, so no notifications is gonna return this as no notifications element. So let's import our app assets and let's import our semibold. I got any song software engineer. You got no song, or I don't come again, boss. Do you have any song as a software engineer? Nah, I love music. I listen to a lot of music. Brother, do your thing. People will come. It's your energy we come for. I'm listening to you talking while I'm also doing other things. Yeah, bro. I got you. That's what I'm talking about. Is the energy, man. Yeah. So guys, we have two systems here. We are live on YouTube and we are live on TikTok. So I can read a message that you might not see. Don't worry, that's not for you. I can read a message that you will see, and that is for you. Do you have work with Flutter Tech Stack? What app are you making? Yeah, I have a work out there. You can check this name, Trekmara, right? Check Trekmara on Play Store or App Store. We are actively working on that app, and it's beautiful. Yeah, and you can also check First Responder. Yeah, First Responder Ghana. If you're in Ghana, my country, you would have access to it. If you are not, then you can't access First Responder, but you can search First Responder Ghana and you have access to the website. Yeah, I go software engineer, great luck to you stream. Thank you, man. Thank you. Can you type it? Yeah, so the name is Trekmara, like this. That is the name, and then we get First Responder. Guys, thank you all for the likes. Thank you all for the follow. It's First Responder, not First. Yeah, so First Responder Ghana. For how do you memorize the widgets properties? It's just yeah, I don't know. It's just off the head, because yeah, it's Trekmara is on App Store. First Responder is only on Play Store. Yeah, so the widgets, about the widgets, it's just consistency and then long-term experience. So I do this every day. And yeah, so I do it every day. I read every day, and because I build every day, the things are just off head. I don't need to look for it again. Yeah, so that is why I just go there and I start building, because I've done a lot of them. Yeah, so notifications widgets, should we use that? Let's say available notifications widget. So if I don't do that, there might be a little bit of confusions among the namings, right? There's nothing crazy like naming your class or functions. Like, bro, it's crazy, right? When you are naming your class or functions, sometimes I'll be like, oh my god. Sometimes just to name a class or a function is so crazy. You would have to think and think and think and think. That's why some fathers just go and name their children Messi and Ronaldo, because, bro, they don't have that ability to think about names like that. So at first you were building by cheating on the documentation, right? Checking. Yeah. So yeah, at first, even now I still read a lot of documentations. Even now I still read a lot of documentations. If you've been part of the life, from now I believe you are going to be part of the live, and you join all the time. So anytime I forget something, anytime I want to understand a particular widget and how it works, maybe some functions, I go in there and I read documentations. And then because I also teach, right, apart from this, I do offline and online training in addition to the work I do, and then this and other projects. So it's like every day I'm relearning. Anytime I'm teaching, I'm relearning, and yeah, it just keeps piling up. So I'm lucky. Yeah, guys, I'm lucky. Yeah, so now we have our widgets, the available widgets and no notifications widgets. So what we do is that we show available widgets when there is notifications available in our list, and then we show no available widgets when there is no notifications. Right? That's just a basic thing that we can do. But because there's no backend, we wouldn't have access to something like that. We'll just have to go with one for now. When we begin integration with backend, then you would have a full picture of what we are doing. Yeah, so password and then move on. Yeah, so guys, for those of you that want to learn this, for those of you that are enjoying this and you wish I wish I could do this, I wish I'm good, I wish I can remember all this stuff, don't worry, drop a DM. We'll create a course specifically for you, and all you have to do is to pay some affordable amount of money for my time and my efforts. Then I'll take you through the process. I'll guide you to how to effectively learn this and be good at it. Yeah, so but before you come, you must be ready to actually dedicate your time to learn. Yeah. You must be ready to dedicate your time and give yourself enough time to learn. Yeah, so we are going to do the search screen as well. So we've done all those things. Let's see. This is for account. This is like the account screen, and this is the payment screen, the address, the checkout, the cart screen, and then we are on the home page, notification, and then this is the search. So this is the search screen, and we are about to do this. But why does he have? He has recent searches. The UI developer gave us recent searches, and then we have when there is no item. This is when we search for an item and it's not in there. This is when we search for an item and it's available, and this is when we have our recent searches. Yeah. So guys, should we get into that? Yeah, let's build the search screen. Guys, my eyes, man. My eyes. Yeah, so this is basically someone that enjoys what he does, right? He enjoys coding, he enjoys building apps, and that's what you are seeing in real life. Guys, there's some more things. I have a lot of things coming up, right? But Charlie, I need your support, your reshares and stuff. The small touches that you guys put together becomes whole, and then it pushes the content forward, and it tells people that, hey, don't worry, software is safe, hand programming is safe, thinking and writing code is safe. Nothing is coming to replace you, man. You are safe. Yeah, so we are building the search screen, right? So we will create a new directory called search. and then in here we would create something called the search screen. Yeah, so search screen. Yeah, so this is going to be our search screen. You get it? If you don't get it, don't forget about it. Try to get it again. Yeah, so this is going to be the search screen, right? So let's create a stateful widget and call it search screen. Yeah, so what we will do is import this material widget, which is this. Yeah, so now we have the search screen, and if you can remember, on the home page we would have to specify the screen inside of the navigator, and we can locate that in the home main. So inside of the home main we can locate the search screen. Yeah, so we can locate the search screen in the home main, and what we'd have to do is to replace this with the search screen. Like this. Yeah, so now when we rerun, we should have the placeholder over there. Get started. We want to log in because the sign up process is too much. So let's say cws@gmail.com. Guys, if you want to check out my YouTube channel, the name is Code with Setso. Just go out there, check it out, and after checking it out, don't forget to subscribe. Right, and then also, if you can't locate the channel, just go on your Google or your search engine and type Code with Setso, and you have a list of videos, you have a list of stuff that I do online, you have a list of some of my socials. My YouTube is also there, then you can also access it from that section. So I'm everywhere. It's up to you to just look for it, and then you'll find me. Yeah, so guys, on the search screen, right? So this is one crazy thing. If you check the down here, we have this search icon, which means that when the user clicks on the search, when the users click inside of the search button, you'll be redirected to the search icon, or you'll be given the chance to search for an item, right? We've worked on this, so let's move them here. Yeah, so let's move them here. These are the things that we've worked on. Yeah, so when a user click on that icon, he's supposed to be redirected to this screen, which is the search screen. But now understand this, on this search screen, yeah, on this particular search screen, your man is still showing the notification icon with this far. Yeah, so it still shows the notification icon with this. As for this notification icon, I don't have an issue. Maybe on this screen you might want to navigate to the notification screen. No, yeah, but even that, I feel like it's some way. Apart from that, I feel like having the back button, right, having this here, that's not really add up, because if you want to go back, this is it. You can just click on home. You don't need to click this. This like navigating in between screens, right? Move from here to here to here. You don't need that back icon to change that. So that's something that I feel like we don't have to implement. It's just him building UI and then duplicating stuff, and it ended up like that. So what we can do is to pick what we need, which is going to be some few touches, a few widgets from this screen, and that will be the app bar. Yeah, so we pick the app bar from the home screen that we've created, and then what's it, the home screen? No, I think the search screen, right? We have home screen and home main. Yeah, so we pick it from the home screen, and then we return scaffold, and then we are going to replace that with our app bar. Yeah, so Travis, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so in here we are going to have this, and then our leading is going to be nothing. Our leading is not supposed to be anything. Rapaz Eduardo Eduardo. Yeah, so we will just take off all these elements because we don't need the leading. As for the leading, we would have to specify it, but I don't think we need it, so we are going to take the leading off, and if we need it, then we will bring it back. So we are just going to specify title, and the title will be this, and let's take off one of this. So rerun, and now our search screen looks like this. It says discover, but this here says it says search. Yeah, it says search with the icon. It says search with the icon. So what we can have is to do something like this. I think we can have those things back, and what we are going to do is actually take this leading, right? We'll take this leading off, and we are going to have our notification screen. The navigation to the notification screen, we can have it, and we can have the app assets here. And if we run this, we should have something like this where we can navigate on the notification screen. Yeah, and apart from that, we should also have the title, which would be this. So we rerun, and then we are going to have this, but we'll have to align title. All right, title, center title, which would be true. Yeah, so we'll center the title. After that, then we have something like this. So what we are going to do is to change this to from discover to search, right? From discover to search, and we have something similar on the notification screen. So we can just pick this, right? This is a normal screen that we need. This is exactly what we need. So this is what we have. And then we will replace this with search. Oh my god, Charlie. Coding be nice too. If you like, know the code. If you like, don't code. As soon as you see me online, no, take your PC, bro. As soon as you see me online, take your PC. Let's start building. Let's build crazy stuff, man. Let's do things, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to add the app that I created, right? Curvy, thanks very much for the follow. I'm going to add the app, and it will start making some things, right? You start seeing different sounds, like different signs of the life. It will start feeling different, and you ask yourself, what is going on? Yeah, that is just an app that I built, and not a software, a MacBook and a desktop software that I built, and I just have it lying down in my repo, and I haven't even pushed it to my repo. What application are you using? Yeah, Curvy, this is Android Studio in conjunction with the Dart language and the Flutter SDK. And I'm using that to build an e-commerce clothing brand website. Yeah, so we are going to have this as our search bar, and we already have that search bar on the home screen, so we don't have to do much over here. When you've already built enough, you don't have to do much to achieve what you want, right? So to do this, we can have column and then children, and having that children, we would have to do some few stuff, right? Yeah. Igwe. To do that few stuff, we would have to do some pa. How is that pa gonna be? How are we gonna do that pa? The pa is when we have to wrap this column inside of a padding, right? And then we'll set the symmetric spacing to horizontal of 16, right? The horizontal spacing, we'll make it 16. That is the pa that we are about to run. And after getting that 16, we would have this here, the scroll child. All right, so this will be here for scrolling, and then we are going to have this for the search bar. Yeah, so we are going to have this for the search bar and this for scrolling. Guys, some pa is about to happen. So on the home screen, we already built a search bar, right? And this is exactly what we are going to pick, right? So we would go all the way down here and pick this search bar. Picking it like this is beautiful. Come back to search screen, drop it here, and be like, Oh, I'm done. So some few things we would have to add is the colors, and after colors I think Cupertino, right, the Cupertino library, then that is it. So food is ready, and ta-da, our search bar is done. It's now our search bar is done, and we would have to do something crazy, right? When we begin to type, right, let's say we are looking for polo jeans, and this is our text. When we begin typing, we have to make this icon, we have to change the color of this icon. We have to make it black. Right, if you check the screen, as soon as the user begins to type, the icon becomes black, which means he can click on the icon to search for something, or he can click on return to search for something. So what do we do here? What do we do here? We'll just write a little check and say it's, we write a boolean and say it's searching. No, yeah, I get what we need. We don't need a boolean, we need this text editing controller, right? We need a text editing controller. We need a text editing controller, which is this our controller, right? And this is gonna be an instance of a text editing controller like this. Yeah, so let's just call this search controller. So this becomes our search controller. Adding this underscore makes it private, so we can't access it from any other scope out of this particular class or function. Yeah, so search controller, and then we have to specify that controller in here. So inside of our search bar, we are going to set the controller as search controller. Now what we will do, right, to show that black icon when the user is typing, the black color when the user is typing, is that we will check if search controller dot text dot string dot is not empty. So if the text, right, if the text controller is not empty, then we will show the black, else we will show this. Because I already have this here, we just make it an opposite of this, so if it is not if it is empty, so let me just have it this way. Why not use is empty? And yeah, so if it is empty, show this, else show up colors dot 900. Yeah, so now we are saying that if our text is not empty, make that what okay, so what we will be doing is that to make the text display, what we would have to do right now, it's not displaying, so we would have to do one more thing, which is on tab outside, on text changed, on changed, yeah, so on changed we would pick the value. Whilst we are typing, we will just set state. Yeah, so whilst we are typing, we will just rebuild the state. So let's rerun everything and see what we would get. Go in here, go to log in and say code with Setso. Yeah, guys, we started with a single episode. Now we've built plenty, all right, an almost complicated system that you can actually use, right, or give to work on it and then use it for money. You know, you can make money out of this. You just have to follow the code, integrate your back end, and sell it out. It's that simple. It's that simple, guys. Yeah, so now that we begin to enter the text, you can see that this search icon is now highlighted. If we take all text off, then we can't search for anything again. Yeah, so now we have that functionality too. We have that functionality, and then the next thing we would have to do, right? The next thing we would have to do is to go down here and add this recent searches. Yeah, so we are searching for something, and when we got to the screen, we've searched for something before, so that thing has been saved as a recent search. We have to do that. After that, we also have to add this section, right, where we show this polo styled shirts whilst we search. So what we are going to do, all right, what we are going to do is that let's display this first. This, like, apart from this and this like the catchy one, this catches the eyes, right? So this, like, beautiful, and I want us to do the beautiful things first. Ladies first. Ladies are beautiful, so ladies first. Yeah, so we are going to build this right now. We are about to build it right now. How many minutes do you think we can use to achieve this? How many minutes? How many minutes? How many minutes do you think we can use to achieve this? 10 minutes or less. Oh my god. Yeah, so we are gonna have something like this. So a list style, right? So list style, we'll begin with a list style. The content padding would be 0, so we are gonna take the content padding off, and then we are gonna have leading. So leading would be a container. Let's say leading is a container with decoration, box decoration. All right, box decoration with a color of red, right? So box decoration with a color of red, and we are going to set a height and a width. So that height and a width can be taken from here, which is 56 by 56, right? So height is 56, and then the width is 56, all like this, right? MP, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so we have all this, and then we are going to set the border, right? Border radius. Guys, this is something, so you guys can see that this is basically, most widgets are very related, right? It's not so different. What they have in common, it's not so different. And when you do this again and again and again, if you build again and again and again, it becomes so easy to remember stuff. You see the design and you already picture what comes next and what goes next. Yeah, so we have that already. The next thing is to set the name, right, which is the title. And this title is what? This title is semi-bold of 16, right? So we can set title, and the title is going to be semi-bold. Okay, app text, or why are you? App text dot semi-bold, right? And then we can do text. Then guys, I'm going to show you something nice, right? Something beautiful. I'm going to show you how to create a template for this widget, and when you have that, coding becomes very easier and straightforward. Don't worry, I'll keep it a secret for some time. Yeah, so we would have this at 16, and then let's say regular fit polo, right? So regular fit polo. Polo, 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 polo. Polo. Who listens to Stromae? I listen to Stromae all the time. App text dot regular. I love good music. Even if I don't understand the language, I still love good music. Yeah, so regular and this, right? And we are about to rebuild this, but you know that we had this on some screen long ago, right? So instead of building it all again, we will just go to the home main, right? The home screen. Yeah, we'll just go to the home screen, and then we'll pick that. We already built that, so we don't have to do it all over again. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is it, right? So we don't have to build this all over again. All we do is pick it from here and then go use it here. So the subtitle is basically going to look like this: a row with let's say a price, which would be something like, let's say 120, right? And then discount. So if there is a discount, then we will have to set the discount. Let's say 12% discount. So we'll take this if else out for now. So if we rerun, we are going to have this as a 12% discount. Now you can see that we have our our shirt, our text, and everything. Now the next thing we have to do is a trailing icon, right? So the trailing icon is the next thing to do. So we have our leading, our title, our subtitle, and then trailing. So trailing is going to be just an icon. I don't know if it has to be an icon button, but yeah, we can also have it as an icon button, right? So let's say the trailing is an icon button. When we press it, then we go to another screen, right? So let's just do something to do here and say navigate, right? Navigate to details screen. Yeah, product details screen. Yeah, so this would navigate us to the product details screen. Then from there we can have our icon. Yeah, so now the icon is going to be from here. We have it as an element, right? We have it as an asset. So what we will do is call image icon, and image icon thank you very much for the follow. And then the next thing we are going to do is this image icon takes an image builder, right? An image provider. So we can call asset image, we can call the asset image provider, right? And asset image takes an asset, right? So asset dot app assets dot forward icon, let's say arrow. Yeah, so arrow back icon. This is what we have, right? And we have to translate it into something like this. It's crazy, yeah? Yeah, so we have to translate this into something like this. Now the next thing we do is to put this inside of a flip, right? So we can have translate, is it translate? Yeah, transform.flip, and I think, is it flip X? We have flip X and flip Y. Flip X should be true. Let's save that. Yeah, so now let's have it this way. After flipping it there, then we can have transform.rotate, right? So we can have transform.rotate, and this would take what angle, is it angle? Yeah, so angle, let's say this is 45. How would 45 look like this? Yeah, so guys, that is how it looks like, and that is what we are going to get for this. Yeah, so now you can see all we have to do is to confirm the size of this. This is not so big, right? It is 24, and this is also 24. So I think we are good. Yeah, so this is what we have here, and this is what we have here. We can change the app color, right, to app colors. App colors dot primary 900 like this, and we have it dark. Yeah, so that is basically what we need. That is basically what we need here. Right? To make this somehow cool, because this has to be to the edge of the screen, right? And it feels like because of the button, it has been pushed a little bit away from it. So what we would do is that instead of using icon button, we can use something like inkwell, right? We can use inkwell, and then this becomes on top, and this becomes child. So rerun, and then we have this. Yeah, so now in having this, let's check the spacing between these two, and that is 20, right? So before we begin this list style, we'd have to set a constant sized box with a height, right? With a height of 20.0. Yeah, so this is what we have now, and all we need now is the image. Then we can say we are done. Done. Yeah, so one beautiful thing about a list style is that we can tap on a list style. That's one beautiful thing on it. So you can call the on tap feature, on tap property. Thank you very much, Kweku the traveler. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so on top of this, we are going to use the same to do that we have inside of the inkwell, which is navigate to product details screen. Yeah, so both of them are going to do the same thing. If we tap on either the list style or the button, we will be navigated to that screen. Please, I'm going to DM you, okay? All right, Kweku the traveler, feel free to send the DM and I'll reply you as soon as I'm out of here. Yeah, so now we can tap on this. Yeah, as you can see, we can tap on this if we want to. What we can also do is to remove the splash color. I don't know if we can remove the splash color. Is that a selected color, focus color? We have a lot. Yes, splash color. So we can remove the splash color, or maybe we'll just make it up colors dot primary 100 like this. So let's see how it's going to look like. Yeah, so I've seen that, and then we can use with values alpha, then 0.1, that's like 1%. So let's see, still this. Then what other colors do we have? Tile color, focus color, hover color, selected blah 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 color. Okay, I want to see exactly which property holds is accountable for that. This Charlie, it's supposed to be splash, but let me try the last one and see. Selected tile color and drop this. So let me see if it will work for it. Nah, all of them are like Asankregwa. Yeah, so that is that. Now we can tap on this and move forward, right? So in having this, the next thing we have to do is bring that list of shirts, right? The list of shirts and all this, we have to bring it back. But before we bring it back, what is the background color of this container? Yeah, you know the container has a background color, right? Not you, I'm not looking for you. Okay, yeah, so it's the image's own color. Then that's cool. Then we don't have to stress ourselves over this, but that's why color can be changed to, I think, app colors dot primary 100. Yeah, something just light like this. And then all we have to do is go back to the home screen. Where is the home screen? We have home, which is the home screen. Yeah, so we can go to the home screen and then we'll pick a list of products, right? So pick the list of all these products and then drop it here. It's a dummy list of products that we can use, right? We created this in episode 7. So go back to episode 7 and take a look at it. So now that we have the list of products, we just have to generate them, right? And in generating them, we can do something like this. We can have a column, right? We can have a column and then children. So in doing the children, we can do something like list dot generate, right? Because we already have the length of the elements and it's not going to be much of them, we can have this product dot length, right? And then this is going to be index. Then we will just return this as our product, right? And we have to make a product out of that. So we would have a final product model. Let's say product model and call it product is equal to products, right? And then we pass the index. Yeah, so now we have this. Now when we come to container, guys, my sitting position is very bad, so my sitting position is very bad, so my neck. Yeah, so what we can do here is now change the name with the product dot name, and then we will change what else, the price, right? So the price will be product dot price, and the next one is going to be product dot discount, and we only show this when there is a discount inside of product, right? So we'll bring back this check. If product discount is not 0, then show the discount. So when we rerun, now we are going to have this amount of products here, right? These are the list of products that we are going to have here. Yeah, so in having that, guys, thank you very much for the likes. I salute. Yeah, so in having that, we only have to set the image, which is going to be this. Where do I put it? Let me put it here. Yeah, after the border radius. No, let me put it after the background. Yeah, so let me have image, decoration image, and decoration image also takes an image provider, right? So image, and then we'll take asset image, then we'll just call the product dot image, item image, then that should be it. Lawrence, thank you very much for the follow. I salute. Rerun, and then we have this. Yeah, and then we have this. All we have to do is make sure that our product image fits, right, the screen. So box fit dot cover is what we need. Now this becomes our product. So when we are searching, we now have this product, right? That is what we have. Now what is the next thing? We have to add the divider in between each product, right? So when we display a product, we have to bring a divider, a divider, a divider. So how we do that is we have this ListTile, and this ListTile will be inside of a column, right? This ListTile will be inside of a column or container. Now let me put it inside of a column first, like this, and this is going to be yeah, don't worry, it's just an L. We are gonna have children, and then we'll have this. Yeah, we would have this, and nothing will change, right? So below every ListTile, we are gonna have a divider with a color of app colors, with a color of app colors dot 100, right? So primary 100, and this is how everything looks like. So each item has a divider now, like this. You can see how cool they are looking. Yeah, you can see how cool they are looking, and all we have to do is that the last element will not be having a divider. We are not going to give a divider to the last element. So what we check is that if yeah, let's write a very nice check. So let's just write a final boolean, and let's call it its last element, its last item, right? So that will be products dot last is equal to products index. Yeah, so what we are basically saying is that what? Yeah, let's have this. Yeah, so what we are basically saying is that if the last element inside the product list, right, the list of products, if the last element is equal to this current list, right, which is this particular item that we pick from the product using the index, right? If the last element is equal to the current item, then that this condition becomes true, which is its last item. So what we are going to do is that we will write an if statement, right? If it's last item, right? If it's last item, then we are not supposed to show this one. If it is the last item, then we are not supposed to show the divider. So we'll just negate this and say if it is false, which means if it is not the last item, then show this. So when we rerun, we are going to have the divider from the first item to the second to last item, and the last one will not have it. So that is that. But this icon is very big. For me, it's just so big. Looking at it makes me feel like, ugh. Yeah, so we would have to go to the trailing and reduce the size of this icon ASAP. So size can be reduced to 18.0. Now let's see how small it's going to be. Yeah, so this looks good. Yeah, now this looks good. What is going to be, it's going to be, Yeah, so guys, this is one beautiful thing. This is one beautiful thing. But what we would love to do, all right, what we would have to do is that when we are on the screen, when we first come to the search screen, we would want to have something like this. And then if we clear all, we will have something like this, right? And if we start searching, we will now start moving through this list. And if we have any item that match the elements inside of this list, then we'll display it here. So we are going to use the name of each element to do the search, all right, to do the search functionality. Then we'll display that in here. And to do that, we would go back to our home page. Let's first rerun the app and make sure we are on the same page. All right, so get started, log in, go to our email. We want to say code with Setso, right, at gmail.com, at gmail.code, whatever. Yeah, so at gmail.com, and then we click on log in. So when we log in, we can click on this to search on an item. But as soon as we click on this, we are supposed to be navigated to this screen. Right? We'll navigate ourselves to this screen, and then we highlight it by default. Yeah, those are some few things that we would have to do. Although the UI does not show it, I feel like it's a normal thing that we always do. Right, so we normally leave the search icon here, the search field, to make you feel like you can click on this to search for something. As soon as you click it, then we navigate you to the respective search screen and make the screen active, so you feel like, okay, it's the same search screen that is here, but it's basically a different widget. Yeah, so that is what we are about to do. And to do that, we would have to do it inside episode 9. So guys, this is about to end. This is the end of episode 8. I already told you guys that this particular episode is going to be different, right? This playlist is going to be different from other playlists. We take our time to build everything brick by brick, step by step, knowledge by knowledge, and enjoyment by enjoyment. Yeah, so these are the screens that we have, right? And all the screens are very similar or familiar screens. They are similar screens that we wouldn't have to do much when we get to those things. So you can have one screen that extends beyond maybe 2 or 3 different spaces. They are all just the same thing. It's not going to be that much. So the design might look plenty, right? The design might look a lot to you, but at the end of the day, I don't think we are going to have about 16 or 17 episodes. The difficult part is what we are already doing here. When we get all these functionalities set, the rest is just we picking and pasting, dropping, pick, paste, drop, and move up and down. Yeah, so that is what we have. So guys, we've been able to build something cool. We've been able to do a lot in this episode, from the notification screen all the way to this screen, doing some and stuff in there, going up and down and all that. That is what we've done. We've created widgets for the notifications and all those things. So yeah, that is also another part of this episode that makes it unique. This is the only developer that does a live stream and vibe with you like no other person. Everything you need in a normal live stream, it's in here. And the different thing is that he is actually coding and making you enjoy this episode. So guys, it's nice having you on board. Don't worry, I know it's a lot. As a beginner, it might be a lot for you, but don't forget to subscribe so that tomorrow when we come, you'll get a notification, you'll learn something new, you watch the videos again, you'll learn something new, you comment for issues that you face, and I'll explain everything to you. I'm actively responding to messages, holding trainings. If you are interested in learning, you can drop a DM, you can send an email. But before that, don't forget to subscribe, drink water, and code more. And always remember the name, Code with Setso. I'll see you in episode 9.